Captain Chris German coming to you, and we're trying something out new tonight. This is the first live broadcast we've done from the Charted Life Studios here in the Riviera of the South, Morehead City, North Carolina. We are at the crossroads of the North Atlantic, which is if you go down the eastern seaboard and you take a hard right-hand turn just as you go in towards the coast of South Carolina, you're going to hit the coast of Cape Lookout. And that is the elbow of the southern Outer Banks, and we are right inside from there at the inlet. And I don't see us going live right now. Do we have any idea what's happening? Are you recording?
Yes. And it says it's streaming.
Oh, here we are. We have made it. Okay, we are good. I see it now. Woohoo! Why is it not playing on our live stream, though? That's kind of annoying. But it should be on Facebook. It should be on YouTube. It should be everywhere that we're going. I'm with my lovely bride, and she's board hopping for me tonight. And we are doing our thing, and we are talking about the Charted Life TV. I have this hand thing. I wave my hands around the whole time I'm talking. This is a call-in show. And the idea is that we're going to talk about the things that are mobile lifestyle salient. Which is to say, do you have issues with the anchoring restrictions? We got kicked out of the water by our town. That's happening down in Florida. It's happening down in Louisiana. It's happening all over the place. And that's the topic I want to cover with this show as we go on. Additionally, we have other topics we could talk about. Do you travel with your pets? There's a lot of restrictions out there going on with that. And so let's see. You know, we want to talk about traveling with your dog, traveling with your cat, on your boat, in your RV, going into foreign countries. That's an interesting topic I think we want to talk about as well. So we've got all kinds of things that we should be talking about, I think, with the mobile lifestyle. And then there's things like how to get rid of solid wastes, where are you going to park your RV, parking restrictions. Berkeley, California, just banned people living inside their RVs. That's something we should talk about. It's affecting us all that choose the mobile lifestyle. We should talk about it. And whether you are in a bus or an RV or a van, if you find your home in a plane, I don't care. Whether you're in a boat, whether you're in the South America, North America, whether you're over in the Asia world, wherever you're at, we want to talk to the people that live the mobile lifestyle. So I've got all kinds of people out there watching right now, and we're going to ask for you to call us in. So, Jennifer, if you've got that number, would you fire that number on the screen right now? Okay, the number is to call 252-499-0087. That's 252-499-0087. And when the guests come here, they're going to sit in here and we're going to talk. But tonight, because we can, we're going to do a call-in show. And you're going to call that number at 252-499-0087, and you'll get to talk to me live on air. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Just make it mobile life salient, okay? So talk about your sailing experiences. People come up to me all the time, and they tell me their sailing stories. I call it ear raping me because they just grab my ear and they start chewing on it and telling me all about their sailing stories. I had this boat, and I caught a fish once, and my dad had a boat, and I learned how to sail when I was in camping, and all these stuff. And I love people for talking to me about that, but I also, you should ask me if I want to hear your stories first. But tonight, you can unadulterated ear rape me and tell me your sailing stories. Tell me about your boats. Tell me about your fishing trips. Tell me about your RVs. Tell me about who you are. I want to know who the people that are watching the show are. I want to know about what your missions are, what your goals are, what your concerns are. This is about our viewers. This is not about me. This channel is about us trying to work together as a community. So let's get the community heard tonight. And give us a call at 252-499-0087. We're going to do it for about 15 minutes, and we've already talked for, at least 5 minutes now. When we get to that end of the 15 minutes, we're going to then take a short break and show some of our really cool commercials, and your spot can be aired on that commercial break. Then we're going to come back from the break at the 15-minute hour and go for another 15 minutes down to the bottom of the hour. And we've got a kind of a long break right there. Then we're going to go to the back side of the hour, and we're going to do the bottom quarter of the hour, and then back to the top quarter of the hour. We're going to finish this thing at 9 o'clock. What my goal is in subsequent days is we're going to have to run this for 2 hours. And that means that we have too many calls to fit in 1 hour, so we got to stick another hour on there. But for tonight, I'm not expecting a ton of calls, so we're just going to go with the first hour. And so let's go without further ado. Let's get that phone ringing. 252-499-0087 is the number to call. I know there's people out there that want to speak to me. Can I borrow your headphones real quick? Thank you. Hey, John, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, sir.
Well, can you see the show up where you're at?
I think I'm watching the stream. I'm not sure.
Do you see a semi-rotund pink man with a blue shirt and Mr. Magoo
squarish glasses?
Yeah, that guy.
I see your wife has been feeding you quite well.
She has been feeding me quite well, and we've been enjoying the liquid arts as well. And I have to lose 20 pounds. I've developed high blood pressure and all kinds of good stuff like that. So we're gonna have to work harder at being healthy. So I should tell our viewers out there, John is actually one of my students, and he was a board member of mine when I ran my not-for-profit back in Connecticut. And he's actually a really dear friend of mine. Came down for our wedding last December, or two Decembers ago. And he's a really great guy. John, what are you doing up there in cold Connecticut right now?
Freezing.
Freezing, huh? Well, I heard that there's pollen out there right now.
It was 50 today, but it's still not warm enough for me. I just been such a homebody lately. I'm hoping that we're going to get a few more degrees. Hey Cap, do you have a ability to monitor your video outfeed there, like what's there? I'm going to try to switch
totally
over to
Facebook.
YouTube.
I'll blame Facebook all the way.
Yeah.
My glasses are falling down. My wife yells at me about that all the time, too. I want to be back to the day when I was like 28 years old and I didn't wear glasses and I could sweat and didn't blind myself. What happened to all that?
We've got to get you those little sticky pads for your nose so they stay.
You know, I really do. I should, but these are my fashionable Walmart glasses, so I don't want to adulterate them any worse than they already are. It's what is it up there? It's the beginning of April right up there, and as we know, April showers bring May flowers, and you're not going to see warm weather for at least several weeks. But what is your season ahead looking like? Are you going to get on the water at all?
Here's some interesting news for you. One of your other former students, my son, who was the recipient of some seaborne education at your hands on both a tall 171-foot vessel and a 27-foot sailing vessel and some motorized boats and all that other stuff that put us out on the water in Long Island Sound, is also now out working on Long Island Sound on a fishing boat chartered out of Stratford.
Ah, yes, you mentioned that to me. He's oystering right now, right?
He's oystering. My ADD, ADHD, Asperger's son that everyone didn't think that was going to amount to much is oystering out of the mouth of the Housatonic River with a good captain, and his captain's got a real nice 40-foot. What do you call it? It's called a Newfie.
Oh yeah.
A Newfoundland, fishing boat. And he's got it rigged up for oysters, and he could probably even do some long lining with it because it looks very much the boat that the tuna guys use on Discovery Channel.
Well, and that's the value of sailing. I mean, most times we just teach kids to sail for problem-solving skills and whatnot. But Jake is a dear kid to my heart. Jake has.
I try to introduce to him one thing at a time. Not to overwhelm him. I think it's pretty cool that he even found the job in his first. I mean, because I'm pretty insistent on him continuing to work himself and find work for himself instead of sitting around getting chubby fingers playing the video games and stuff, which he hasn't really been doing. It's really, I'm extremely impressed and very satisfied as a dad, with him, considering, unfortunately, a lot of his other classmates are, being babysat by the television set.
Yeah. He's building a tremendous back for himself. He's going to be strong as an ox when he's done with this. And quite frankly, he's also very nimble with the guitar, right? Is he still playing?
Well, I'm trying to keep him with that. Trying to keep him with that. One thing at a time, though. One thing at a
Well,
time.
you know what? He gets the
Get some
captain's
dirt bikes
license, he
going
gets a
on. We got
guitar,
some.
and he goes down to the Caribbean. He's going to have to beat the women away with a stick.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Captain's license plus guitar is the name of the game, man. I never learned to play guitar, so I'm lucky I got a beautiful wife. We have one line, and so nobody else can call in as long as you're on there. So can I
I don't want to be a line hog. I don't want to be a line hog. I just called in to say hey, and I hope to be a weekly caller.
Well, I do hope you will. So thank you so much for the call. And tell Jake I said hi, and we put a big shout out to 380 million prospective viewers around the world. And Jake is going to be coming with his guitar and his captain's license to a port near you soon.
That would be cool, man. That would be cool.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Did we lose him? Yeah, we did. Okay. Hey. Thank you for calling, John. There's your headphones back, my love, if you would like to monitor there. We are a budget here. We're a very big, very, very shy budget here. We've managed to get the thing up on air for another couple of days. You'll notice at the commercial breaks that we've made all of our commercials because we have yet to manage to produce all of the people that have purchased commercials to us because we are running short on funds all the time. So if you would like to support us, which I'm hoping you will, and you'll go to our website by doing so, and you can actually support us as little as $5. You can get $100 in there. You can put the $20 bill down. Whatever you can do to help support us, we would appreciate it. And you can do it by going to Patreon, which is through our website. You go to our website, www.thechartedlife.net, and you can make a pledge to support us through patreon.com. And that'll be billed to your credit card as long as you want it to be, and you can cancel it any time. It's like $10 a month, or you can do more, whatever. Or if you would really like to be part of the Charted Life, we have membership. And what membership gets you is a free shirt and a free hat, which I don't have the hats and the shirts with me right now. But we will get you your shirt and your hat, and you will become a member, and we will make you one of us as a Charted Lifer. Here you go. This is the shirt you're going to get. Not this shirt. We have lots of different shirts, but it looks like this. The hat looks like that as well. We have white hats, we have blue hats, and all of our members are going to get a shirt and a hat, and that's... So I'm getting the high sign from the engineering department here, and she's telling me that I have to wind it up because we have to take a 15-minute break, or the break for a 15-minute mark. So we're coming to the quarter past the hour. We're going to take a quick little break. Please watch it. Please enjoy what we have to produce here. And while you're taking the break, if you don't watch the commercials, go to our website and support us at Patreon. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the other side.
Hey there, I bet you thought this was another episode of Sailing Friday, and it's not, okay? The reason it's not is because we are trying to create some new programming for this channel, which will involve all kinds of good people around the world. Currently, we're in discussions with people up in Ontario, we're down in Florida, and then all the way down in Martinique, we have another program we're working on bringing to you. And then we're also bringing you this tiny home, which is going to be broadcast right here in little old Beaufort, North Carolina. And I think it will be me and hopefully a couple other people, and it's going to be fun. But we're going to introduce some talent tomorrow, and we're still trying to bring all that together. So that's what's coming on board for the Charted Life TV, and we do want you to stay tuned and catch all these cool programs as we bring them out. We're looking for sponsors, we're looking for talent, we're looking for camera assistants, we're looking for all kinds of good stuff, and of course we're looking for advertisers. So we're bringing the Charted Life TV to you so that you can enjoy the mobile lifestyle wherever you may be. So for the Charted Life, I am Captain Chris German, coming to you from the studios of the Charted Life Television Network, and I thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to the Charted Life TV. Thank you.
Your attention, please. Turn up. You can support us by going to www.patreon.com/thechartedlifetv, or become a member today by going to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. Remember, this channel's all about the mobile lifestyle, and we believe you can live however you want to live. So support us today at thechartedlife.net. And we're back, and this is the Charted Life TV, and I am Captain Chris German, and I forgot to tell you at the first part of this show, the name of this show. This is Conversations at the Helm. We did a bunch of shows, and I saw Josie Mullins, you're out there watching in Facebook land. Thank you so much for watching. We saw your comment. We tried to turn the volume up on the mic. I hope you can hear us just fine, but maybe that's the call was a little quiet, so... Which are you trying to hear? Tell us, comment again on what you want to hear. We'll try to make it as live or as loud as we possibly can so that everybody can hear it. But in any case, Josie Mullins was one of our first guests for Conversation at the Helm, and she was actually the inspiration why we did this thing, because we thought there's cool people out there that want to get on our sailboat, that want to go out and talk, and what better way to do it than get in a boat and go wander out and sail and talk. And so we did it, and we realized very quickly when we had our next guest, Penny, was on, and we had no microphones. So then we bought some microphones, and we said, okay, we're going to fix that. And then, believe it or not, between when Penny did it and the next show came, we had a hurricane. Hurricane Florence it was, right? Yes. Flo took our boat from us. And so we lost our boat, and it is currently in rough shape. And that's a whole other story. I'll tell you in the next break what we're going to do with the boat, because that's very exciting. But so we turned this Conversations at the Helm thing into a shore-based thing, and we were wandering around to all the different bars and coffee bars, and we talked to Justin Castellano, who did our theme music, and we've got all kinds of good people that we talked to. And we also talked about the recovery of the hurricane and how people could... We had a bit of a serious time, and we were talking about, how do we recover from the loss of the hurricane, and how do we have, a spiritual awakening from all of this stuff. And so we got into that whole world. And then Christmas time came, and we had to take a break. The last broadcast I did was right around Thanksgiving, and over the Thanksgiving break... my wife apparently just she can't stop her ninja practice, and so she decides that she has to throw this 300-pound guy through a window. When she threw him through a window, believe it or not, she took out the main support of the building, and the whole ceiling fell down, and the refrigerator that was on the floor above her fell down, and believe it or not, the refrigerator hit the other wall, which fell down and then knocked the liquor cabinet down, and all of the bottles fell down, and that scared the cat. Then the cat ran through her legs, tipped her over, and she fell on the floor, and she dislocated her arm. So she had to stop the ninja practice. But in any case, she's had a dislocated arm now, or not dislocated arm, a torn root of the Charted Life, or the Conversations at the Helm. And so now we have resurrected Conversations at the Helm, and we took some capital that we had gotten from some various sundry places, and we put a lease down on a building, and we bought the channel here, and we hired a bunch of people, and we are now running the Charted Life television network that goes out to 380 million prospective viewers around the world. It's been downloaded about 16,000 times, and we have people, I think, all the way out on the West Coast right now they're watching. I believe Sabrina's watching out there. Hey, big shout out to Sabrina. If you're out there and you're watching, I hope you are. Thank you so much for all the hard work you're putting into the Charted Life out there. And we also have Uncle Mark and Aunt Martha out there, which are supposedly checking in. And if you are checking, give us a love, give us a message, text me, whatever. Tell us that you're watching, because we want to know if we've made it all the way to the West Coast as well. Because this is the Conversations at the Helm, and this is what the new Conversations at the Helm is going to be. We have a meeting set up with a certain Irish that is supposed to come on and talk to us about his music and his travel, and he has this really cool story about him traveling in a tramp steamer across the country, or was it on a tramp steamer? It was a railroad. He hopped on a cargo railroad and rode across the country. That's how he got to Beaufort, North Carolina. We're also going to talk to, I hope, the authors of, what's the name of that book? Yacht. Oh, Yacht. I need to read the book. I haven't gotten it yet. Yachting about life. Something. I need to read the book. Maybe they'll send me a free copy, and then I'll get the name right. But they're supposed to come on. A lot of people have recommended it to us that we have to read it, and I haven't gotten around to reading it yet because I've been building a television station. But so we have that to read, and hopefully we'll have the author of that coming on as well. We've talked to them on Facebook. They said that they would like to join us. We just have to work out the timing on that. And then we're also looking for other folks, like we're building a tiny home. And we're actually welding the whole thing together. So maybe we'll get Welding Steve. He's out there. Steve, if you're watching, give us a holler, and maybe we'll get him on board, and he can talk to us a little about his welding program at Carteret Community College, who is my former city. Get your captain's license, your welding certificate, whatever. It's $180. You can't go wrong with that. So maybe we can get them over here and talk to us about their learning opportunities that are available around this part of the world. Other things we would like to talk about is anchoring restrictions and I'm getting, what am I getting?
Don't click.
Oh, my clicking is annoying her too. Oh. Don't ever ask your wife to be your board op. She doesn't like this. She says your glasses are down. She made me button my button up. I hate having this button up. But she says you look sloppy. Don't go on the camera and look sloppy. So I put my button together there, and I can't click my pen. And she sit in your chair nicely. Don't. So fine. I love my wife. She's making me a better person. I have to give my pen away? I had to give my pen to her, too. Oh, no. I've got a mouse. I'll click that instead. But in any case, I have to thank her for doing the board op for me. She's never been a board op before. She's never been a producer before. But we're both learning here, and it's a whole new system. And so far, I think it's been pretty good. So if you like what's going on here, if you're watching us on Facebook, I think I just lost my Facebook feed. But if you're watching this thing on Facebook, which I hope you are, give us a shout out to Jennifer and tell her she's doing a wonderful job, because quite frankly, we would not be here if it weren't for my lovely wife, Jennifer, who is board opping for me tonight. Thank you, dear. I love you. So this is Conversations at the Helm, and we're looking for sponsors for this. We're looking for people to help keep the lights on. We're looking for people to help make this grow bigger. And this is going to be the format that we're going to go with, Conversations at the Helm. Who knows? Hopefully every week for the next however long, and we can have some guest hosts to come in, and other people can talk for their hour about their thing. That would be lovely. We have guests that could come on, and then obviously we have call-ins, and this is a call-in show. So if you are out there and you'd like to speak, we got about 5 minutes trip. I'd love to hear that. Holly Dennis just joined watching on Facebook. We had John was on there. John's Sanborn was on there. And who else? I could see when you guys come on and join when you let me see you. So I'm watching you watch me, and we're watching each other. So that's very cool. I just wish I had a better signal here, because the Facebook is not treating us well tonight. I don't know how to watch it live on YouTube, unfortunately. I'm trying to find that out, and I have not found that either. John found it, I assume, on Facebook, but I have not found the live feed on YouTube. And the website, it's supposed to be playing on our live feed channel. It's not. We're going to have to figure out how to make that happen. But it is out there, and it is playing, and if you can find it and you can love it, we do hope that you will pay attention to us and give us a call at 252-499-0087. All right, let's check and make sure everything's going copacetically. Yes, it is going copacetically. We're still broadcasting live. It looks like it's worked. We were losing the cable company will never want to sponsor our channel, because we are about cable cutting, which is to say we use at home, we use Netflix, we use Hulu. We do not have a cable box at home. We're not big fans of the cable box at home. We are cord cutters. And we've also found that our cable company around here has less than perfect Wi-Fi. But it occurred to me tonight that our computer is actually hardwired, so I think it will keep going even if my computer keeps dying out, because my computer's on the Wi-Fi, and the program is actually on a hard line wire. All right, so we've got about 2 minutes before the bottom of the hour, right? So, we're going to probably play a few commercials, and I've got a live read I'm going to do in the middle. Listen, we could do this for your business, too. If you have a business that you would like to advertise on this channel, that's what these breaks are for, helps us keep the lights on, and helps. We've had at least 150 viewers right now from what I can tell on this show. They have not called in. Only one of them's called in. Thank you for calling in, John. But it gets your brand out to a huge market out there, all over the world. So if you would like to sponsor, take a look at these breaks that we have going through here, and you can have your brand, your business advertised on these breaks. And I'll be back in the middle doing a live read, which I don't have anything written right now, but I'm going to tell you about some advertising opportunities in that live read in the middle of this break. And we could do that for your business as well. So without further ado, this is The Charted Life. When you come back from the break, call us at 252-499-0087. Message us on Facebook if you want. You can shoot me a text if you have my phone number, like John Madden just texted me here. whatever. Just get hold of us, and we want to hear what you want to talk about. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the other side of the bottom of the hour after this short break. Thank you. 9033. Hello, lads and ladies. I am Captain Chris German, and I'm coming to you from the studios of The Charted Life. And we are a boating and RV type of channel for people that want to live the mobile lifestyle. I can do these voices for you. I can do all kinds of stuff for you. If you want to join us, you'll have to advertise with us. Put the money down. Tell us that you want to have your pictures put up with my voice. I'll do my voiceover work for you. Or we've got somebody down the road that will give a really good professional voiceover, and we can make it look really good for you down the road. But right here, if you come to me, life.net. That's INFO at thechartedlife.net. And make sure you spell out the rolled R's on there. We don't want you not having the rolled R's. It's thechartedlife.net. Give us your emails, inquire about advertising today, or give me a call at 252-617-3792, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Captain Chris here for Charted Life TV. I just want to give you a quick heads up, world, that guess what we did? We sold contractors' entire fleet of boats in one day. Yes, that's what we did at our Boat Shop channel. We didn't expect to have that kind of success, but that's the power of this media here. So if you would like to get your boats listed on our channel, give us a call at 252-617-3792, or send us an email at info@thechartedlife.net. And if you're a boat broker, or you're trying to sell your boat, or anything, like, you want to get that word out there, this is just a new medium, and it seems to be doing phenomenal. So give us a call at 252-617-3792. Email us, info@thechartedlife.net. Go to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. And as always, tune in to The Charted Life TV. Thanks for watching.
And we're back. This is Captain Chris German coming. I have a tough time coming back to normal voices after I do that little voice thing there. So do yourself a favor and, give us a call at 252-499-0087 is the number to call. It is the bottom half of the hour now, and we've been going since about 5 o'clock this morning. We had to drive all the way out to Raleigh today for Jennifer's shoulder, and we're new at this, so please bear with us, and the next show will be scrum-diddly-umptious, we promise. But for this one, let's just keep plodding forth. Can you hear me, world out there? I don't know if you can hear me, so can you hear me, Jennifer? Okay, well, let's hope. If you're watching right now, and you're on Facebook watching, give us a comment and tell us that you can hear us. And your Facebook is way delayed. So we'll find out about 20 minutes whether that went out to them. But yeah, c'est la vie. So I told you, at this part of the hour, we were going to talk about some of the plans that we have. The Charted Life TV right now has some really cool people on there right now. You can check out SV Delos. You can check out Sailing Friday. Sailing Friday is absolutely a very well-done show. They've got some really good production values to what they're doing, and they go to some very cool places. We also have the Krabby Captain, and yeah, that noise over there, if you're hearing that, I think that's our Keurig coffee pot is heating up water right now. Yeah, it's a small church. We have a small congregation, and we have a very, very limited budget that we work within, so we have to keep a coffee maker in our studios. But in any case, we've got a whole bunch of videos that you can watch out there, which is, if you've managed to spend any time watching the live feeds that we have, like I said, Sailing Delos is on there. Sailing Fridays is there. We have the Krabby Captain and the Sunny Sailor on there. We have Roll With It, which is a gentleman and his girlfriend from New Jersey bought a bus, traveled, which was just on Facebook and whatnot. So this time we've got better audio and better capabilities, so we're going to bring on more guests from around the world and really put this Conversations at the Helm on the map, I think. The next show that we're going to be kicking off, and we've already bought some of the materials to get it, is called This Tiny Home. and it is all about fixing and restoring and building tiny homes to live in. Now, our first build is going to be a 30-foot mobile television studio that we aim to bring to to boat shows and tiny home shows all over the United States. We're supposed to be up in Montreal in September with our tiny home once we get it built, and we're going to be, I think, hopefully asked to speak at that and tell the American perspective to a Canadian audience about who's going to be on the tiny home. I'm supposed to talk to them, and that will be a lot of fun. So I'm hoping we can get everything ready and be up there at that time. We're also going to be at the Annapolis Boat Show, the Spring Boat Show coming up at the end of this month. So if you are in the Annapolis area on the 26th, 27th, and 28th, I think are the dates of that, please stop by and say hello at our booth, and we'll be broadcasting live from there as well. So we do hope to see you then. And while we're doing that, we're building this tiny home, which is an homage to that other home show that was a bearded gentleman by the name of Bob, was a staple television project that we have to go through. That's the sailboat, the one that was trashed in the hurricane. We're going to make a show out of that too, because what happened is basically it got wrecked in the hurricane. It bounced off the trees and it became very, very trash. So we're going to put that as a potential for our next show, because we have another show, and that next show is not going to star me. It's instead going to star, I hope, a gentleman named Scott from Canada, who is a captain. Captain Scott has never sailed before, so we're going to teach him to sail, and he's going to get his first boat. And hopefully his first boat will be our boat that we are trying to restore. We'll see if we can make that all work out. And then he's going to do the Great Loop, and we're calling the show the Great Loop. I don't know if you know what the Great Loop is. The Great Loop, if you drew a big circle including the Mississippi River, the Great Lakes, the St. Lawrence Seaway, and the eastern seaboard, all the way down around Florida, up through the Gulf of Mexico, that is the Great Loop, and it goes all the way around. It's a very long journey, and it is a bucket list item for pretty much anybody that ever has owned a boat, is they want to sail the Great Loop, or motor the Great Loop, as the case may be. It's much cheaper to do it in a sailboat because you're not paying for all the gas, because it's something. Through it all, we're looking for sponsors for these shows. We're looking for people that will help underwrite these causes. Or if we get enough members for this program, we can help pay for our own shows and we can be our own sponsors. But it'd be really, really nice if we could ask for a couple of large pocketed individuals to come in and say, hey, here's some money, let's make that show a reality. That sounds like a good show. So if you think the Great Loop is a great idea, if you think this tiny home is a great idea, if you think doing a talk show about the mobile lifestyle is a great idea, we're looking for sponsors for all of these shows, and you can do so at a very affordable rate compared to what one of those Netflix shows. If you wanted to sponsor, say, like, oh, I don't know, we're big fans of the Marvelous Miss Maisel. If you wanted to, they paid $20,000 for their theme music alone. And that was just for one show. That was not the big theme music. That was just the theme music for one show. It was $20,000. Then they have all of their staff. That's millions of dollars in staff there. And then they have the production costs. And it's like $1,000 an hour to produce those shows. And then there's always the distribution costs and all that kind of stuff. So we have a much more affordable way because we don't have all that stuff. We don't have really high-paid staff to run these shows, and we don't necessarily pay a bunch of money for theme music, and we don't pay a bunch of money for production or any of that kinds of stuff. So we have a much more affordable way where you can put your name on a show and reach tons and tons of people that goes out to a massive audience, and that's the power of this medium. Because this medium does go out to a huge audience. You're worldwide. One of the reasons why we're really pushing this thing is we think that this is the new media. If you think about it, and this is just a thought, this is the golden age. You remember the previous golden age of television. That was the days of Lucy and Ricky and the Honeymooners and, the advent of public television, where we came up with Big Bird and Kermit the Frog. And we had all these wonderful shows that came out in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, the golden age of television. And then, the 80s it kind of lost a little bit, and then we started with reality television, and that kind of lost it a little bit. And so television is not what it once was. But we have this medium now where it is a truly democratic thing. Anybody can get into it. You don't have to be terribly wealthy to be able to do this. You don't have to be, you just have to be creative. You just have to have an idea, and you can run with it. Cameras are more affordable. The Wi-Fi is affordable. The service, well, that's a little pricey. That's more money than we have in our pocket every month, but we're trying to get people to help us with that, and we've got a sales staff that we're trying to get to pay the bills with that. But that's where your help as a member and your help as a sponsor and your help as an advertiser would help keep this channel on air and help us produce these great shows that we're planning on putting out there to the entire world. So we do hope that this channel, this talk show, will help motivate a few people to put some dollars together and send them to us. You can mail it to us if you want, but we take credit cards over the phone as well, and we also are on Patreon, which you can find on our website. Or you can become a member, and we will hit your credit card up for $60 a month every month, and you can take our sailboats out and get a hat and a T-shirt, and not a T-shirt, a polo shirt, and we can do all kinds of good things like that. So I have prattled on for a very long time now. We're coming up on the quarter of the hour. I'm going to ask you if you can call me, if you can hear this, 252-499-0087. We definitely have some issues we have to work out with Facebook because I'm watching it right now and it's very pixelated, and apparently the sound is a little bit reverbed. I apologize for the technical issues that we've had tonight, but I do hope, I really hope that you've enjoyed the last 45 minutes that we've been out there. We got 15 more minutes to go. So if you are going to call, now is the time to call 252-499-0087. 20, please, no, but please call me in the next 15 minutes, and let's get you on the air, and let's get your thoughts about the mobile lifestyle and all the very wonderful things that we can do living in our boats, our RVs, our buses, our vans. What else can you live in? There's all kinds of good things. We got a Jeep that we got from Bayside Jeeps. We got an ad we're going to be placing up there because they bought an ad from us. Bayside Jeep sold us our 1982 Jeep Cherokee Chief. We call it the Chief. It's a big black thing from the 1982, and it rumbles like a tank, but it's an awesome, awesome vehicle. And we're going to turn it into a liveaboard thing so we can take it out to the beaches of Ocracoke and... You can't camp on Ocracoke, darn it. Davis, over at Davis, across over that way. We're going to go over there. We're going to go to Bogue Bank, or not Bogue Banks, Shackelford Banks. You can camp on Shackelford Banks, and we're going to take it out there, and we're going to camp in that thing. So, with that being said, it seems like we should be coming up for a break very shortly. Am I right? My beautiful wife, Jennifer, is telling me that we have to take another break. I'm getting good at timing these things, and my voice can only last for 15 minutes, so that's why we take these breaks. I have to have some water, and I might even go to the bathroom. Who knows? So, thank you for watching. We got 15 more minutes coming up. Give us a call in those next 15 minutes, 252-499-0087. And here is the final break of the hour that was Conversations at the Helm. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Captain Chris here for Charted Life TV. I just want to give you a quick heads up, world, that guess what we did? We sold contractors' entire fleet of boats in one day. Yes, that's what we did at our Boat Shop channel. We didn't expect to have that kind of success, but that's the power of this mediator. So if you would like to get your boats listed on our channel, give us a call at 252-617-3792, or send us an email at info@thechartedlife.net. And if you're a boat broker or you're trying to sell your boat or anything, like, you want to get that word out there, this is just a new medium, and it seems to be doing phenomenally. So give us...
Hey there, I bet you thought this was another episode of Sailing Friday, and it's not, okay? The reason it's not is because we are trying to create some new programming for this channel, which will involve all kinds of good people around the world. Currently, we're in discussions with people up in Ontario, we're down in Florida, and then all the way down in Martinique. We have another program we're working on bringing to you. And then we're also bringing you this tiny home, which is going to be broadcast right here in little old Beaufort, North Carolina. And I think there will be me and hopefully a couple other people, and it's going to be fun. But we're going to interview some talent tomorrow, and we're still trying to bring all that together. So That's what's coming on board for the Charted Life TV, and we do want you to stay tuned and catch all these cool programs as we bring them out. We're looking for sponsors, we're looking for talent, we're looking for camera assistants, we're looking for all kinds of good stuff, and of course we're looking for advertisers. So we're bringing the Charted Life TV to you so that you can enjoy the mobile lifestyle wherever you may be. So for the Charted Life, I am Captain Chris German, coming to you from the studios of the Charted Life Television Network, and I thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to the Charted Life TV. Thank you.
Your attention, please. Repeat, your attention, please. We need your help. This is Captain Chris German for the Charted Life television channel, and we are in desperate need of your support to keep this channel on air. We need your help in whatever manner you can afford, from $5, $10, up to $15, as much as $100. We need your support. You can support us by going to www.patreon.com/The Charted Life TV, or become a member today by going to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. Remember, this channel's all about the mobile lifestyle, and we believe you can live however you want to live. So support us today at thechartedlife.net. And we're back. Thank you so much for watching the last 45 minutes. If you've been able to watch it, apparently Facebook, so that it'll stream and it'll be all uploaded, so we're not going to have the difficulties with Facebook that we're going on right now, and we'll also get all the other glitches worked out through the week ahead. So I've been told I can't ask for any more money, so I won't ask for any more money, but we're going to talk about the mobile lifestyle and why we chose the mobile lifestyle. The story is that my wife and I, we met on Plenty of Fish. And it's not necessarily the most romantic way to meet somebody, but we didn't just, meet on there and go hook up or anything like that. So we had a very good, nice first date, and then we hooked up. I'm kidding. But in any case, one of the conversations that we had very early on in our relationship is we were talking about what we wanted to do with our lives. And she was just getting out of a tough situation at home, and I was getting out of a tough situation at my home, and we decided, you know what? We don't want to be part of this world anymore. We want to just hop in a boat, and I wanted to hop in a boat and just sail away. Well, she says, I want to hop in an RV and just sail away. And so we started talking about the similarities between the two. The fact is that they all have the 12-volt game that you have to play, which is you can't turn the blender on with the microwave, with the heater, with the phone, with everything. You got to budget your electricity. That's the 12-volt dance, as I like to call it. You have to do that in both the boats and the RVs. Other things that are the same: holding tanks. Both have holding tanks. Both have limited places that they can dump their holding tanks. Most of the coastal America is now a no-discharge zone, and pretty much everywhere on land is a no-discharge zone. Nobody likes to see your waste discharged over the side. So you have to choose places to discharge it. You have to find the right place to discharge it. You have to know how to manage those systems. What's the time between one pump out and another pump out? What's it going to smell like? What's it going to do to the quality of your vessel, whether it's an RV or a boat? Everybody knows the smell when a septic tank is going bad. Everybody knows that smell. So that is a very important similarity between the two, and we can talk about ways that we can fix that together. Pets. Pets are another huge similarity between the RV world and the boating world. With the boating world, if you decide to go to a foreign port, you got to have papers for your dog, and you got to pay a fee to get your dog or your cat to be allowed in that country. Also, you have to do that if you bring your pet across state lines. You're supposed to have a rabies certificate for your dog as you travel around the world. And it's also a very good idea to know what medical issues your dog's facing, because you may not always be close to a vet. So you have to have the appropriate meds for your animal or your cat or your dog if you're going on. And cats, by the way, do very, very well in an RV, and they do even better on a boat. Lots and lots of guys have taken their cat out to voyages at sea, and the cat did absolutely wonderful. You just have to make sure when you've got your cat on board, you trail a line over the board all the time. And I think for both dogs and cats, always have a line trailed over, because if you do, they do dives and launches the cat into the water, and there's sharks there, and the sharks eat the guy's cat. I'm sorry, Jen. So these are risks of having your animal aboard. Not that I suggest that you feed your cat to sharks, but that is a possibility that it can happen. I'm really paranoid, actually, with Buxton and Paisley. Paisley's my new girl. She's my new baby girl. Paisley May, and Buxton Danforth. You all know Buxton Danforth. If you've known me at all, you know I have a dog named Buxton, and so we now have a new happy family of dogs and cats. 2 dogs, 3 cats, 4 birds. It was almost 7 birds, but the birdies killed their babies. But with the 2 dogs, Buxton and Paisley, I'm really paranoid about taking them to the park around here because we do have seen there's been rumors of alligators that have come in the water around here. And one of these days, you never know when one of them decides to come from this nasty little sludgy pond that we have by our house. If an alligator decided to move in there, would they hurt? And apparently last year, it was up on the Neuse River, I think it was, which is not too far from here. This guy had a Doberman that was attacked by an alligator. So that can happen regardless of where you are in an RV or in a boat. Your animals could get in trouble with other wildlife. Buxton, when I was living on my boat down in the landfill in Bridgeport, I let her out at the night to kind of guard the area, and she used to scare away the raccoons and the other wildlife that was known to habitate our spot, the ladies of the night, so to speak. And she would scare everybody off. And one night I sent her out there, and I heard this big kerfuffle in the woods, and she came back drooling and with her eyes tearing. And I took one whiff of her, and I realized she had gotten into a skunk, and it squirted right up her nose. And her nose was absolutely, for weeks, just running, and that odor just kept coming out of her nose the entire time. It was disgusting. But that's part of the problems that you have when you're boondocking. It's a story about boondocking, my love. I was boondocking in my boat, and Buxton got nailed by a skunk, so it happens. So pets are another big concern, and we share those things. Other concerns that are out there is just stuff like fuel prices. Fuel prices are a huge problem in a lot of money, and you can also save a lot of resources if you choose to live a minimalistic life in one of these smaller vessels. And they want to be environmental when they do so. So these are something that we all should be sharing. And we started Ban the Bag in Beaufort, and if you want, you can go to our website. We have a shop called the Aw Geez Shop. And the reason we call it the Aw Geez Shop is because it's about stuff that you went, oh geez, why didn't I think of that? So we have all kinds of cool products up there on the Aw Geez Shop, and we do hope that you'll go to our website and you'll take a look at those products, because a portion of those proceeds, that comes to us as well from Amazon if you buy them through there. Like stuff like biodegradable dog bags. Biodegradable and compostable are different. These are compostable bags, actually, which means they don't require heat, light, and water to do it or whatever. They only require water, and we found that because we have a leaky sink, and we've actually had to throw out lots and lots of bags because they melted under our sink and got all stuck together. They will melt in water. But then we have those on there. We also have the Norwex lids, which will seal your bowls up so you don't have to use plastic wrap or aluminum foil or anything like that. They're reusable lids. There's a whole bunch of different products up there. I should probably know more of them off the top of my head, but if you want to call, this is your last chance to call. 252-499-0087. 252-499-0087. If you want to call, we do want to speak to you. And we did have one call tonight. John, thank you for calling. We're hoping we'll hear from anybody else out there. If you've got it, want to have a question, if you have a comment, if you want to say, Chris, get off the air, you're not good at this job, now's the time to call and tell me that. 252-499-0087. You can call right now, and I will talk to you, and you'll be live on air, and we can kibitz a little bit, if you will. I get to hear your story, you tell me my story, we can talk together. That would be the best thing ever. You're just like butter. Yeah, give us a call, 252-499-0087, and go to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. This is Conversations at the Helm. We need to have the conversations. We need to have the tough conversations. We need to have the fun conversations, and that's what we're going to do with this show, hopefully for the next year or so, until we get tired and decide to stop broadcasting it. But we've got guests that we're going to have on board. We're going to talk about all things related to the mobile lifestyle. We're going to, just chat about things. That's the whole thing, is we're coming together as a community. We're coming together as people that share a common desire to live in their boat or live in their RV or live in their bus or live in their van or live in their tiny home or whatever you live in. You are free to be who you want to be in this world, and that's what being an American is all about, and that's what the Chartered Life is all about. So you tell me where you want to live, and we want to talk about your home. Share your pictures on our Facebook page of your home. We want to see where you're living. come, put your story on our page. We also have created a page called the Mobile Lifestyle Jobs. So if that's the one thing that's keeping you from hitting the road right now, we're trying to post as many jobs up there that are for mobile lifers, people that want to live. So if you have a bookkeeping job that you need filled in, it could be a mobile life job, put it up on our page. Anything that can be done mobile, put it up on our Mobile Lifestyles Help Wanted page. So I've gotten the wrap up. I've got just a few seconds left to go. I am Captain Chris German. You have been watching Conversations at the Helm for the last hour. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a comment on this video, once we get it up on Facebook or we get it on YouTube. Leave a comment. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. Tell us what worked, what didn't work. And we're going to adapt this thing for our viewers, because in the office, which I'll have to put up, it's on our website. You go to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. I should really put these notes for these things in front of me if I'm going to talk about them on air. I'm not that good. I'm not that organized. But in any case, how much time we have left, love? That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a beautiful Thursday night and enjoy the weekend. We'll be back with this show Sunday night at 8 p.m. We're going to do a pre-broadcast. Thanks for watching.
I am getting tired of the store routine. Gotta catch the train at 8:15. Back at 9 off to bed and then get up and start it all over again. Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy and Nyack, and let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip and a trailer. Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy and Nyack, and let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip and a trailer.